At the end of your life, 2 or 3 major decisions will change the trajectory of your life. This is one of those decisions. I want to talk about how to make a decision. You may have heard me talk about decisions before, but we're going to do it in a whole new way. And we're going to talk about it in the context of becoming a life coach and deciding to be a life coach. And the reason why we're doing that is because so many people that I run into, that I talk to, that are considering becoming a life coach have told me some version of, well, I just haven't decided yet. And what I want to show you is that I will lead you to a yes or to a no. I will not leave you in maybe, because maybe will destroy your life. I know that for some of you, this is all new. You probably don't even know who I am. I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Brooke Castillo, founder of the Life Coach School. Deciding to become a life coach or not is not, I almost said, it's funny. I was going to say it's not life or death, but for me, it was. It was the difference between continuing to live a life that was deadening to me or to live a life that is enlivening to me. So many of you come to us and you're in this space of indecision, sticking yourself in a place where you're not moving forward in your life because you're in indecision. My goal for this webinar is to kind of get you out of that. I'm going to teach you why all decisions are made right now. We don't make decisions in the future. We don't make decisions in the past. All decisions are made in this moment. I always say that we are the best coaching school in the world because I absolutely believe it. I believe that the model can make anyone an amazing life coach. So many people come to me, they're afraid they won't be good life coaches. They're afraid they're not smart enough. They're afraid they're too old. They're afraid they're too young. They're afraid they're not good enough. If you have the model, that's all you need. If you're going to become a life coach, our students are at the cutting edge of this. This is the school you need to go to. I want you all to think about this actually. How often do we explore what is possible for us in our lives? It's so easy to just get stuck in the grind of this is my life and living out old decisions instead of redeciding. This being on the fence, this being in indecision, this burning up energy, not deciding something is costing you the progression of your life. I want to take you through this process. For those of you who are considering becoming life coaches with us, we're going to go through this process of considering those options. The way to think about decision making is there is no right or wrong. There is just yes or no. I can be happy both ways. I'm going to evolve both ways. The only way that I don't move forward is if I stay in maybe an indecision and I don't commit. Every single significant thing that you have in your life came from making a decision. You can make a decision today that will make your dreams come true in the future. So option number 1, for the sake of this example, would be sign up for coach training. Sign up for certification. Life coach training at the Life Coach School. Should we go through 6 months of awesomeness? Should we do that? Or should we not do that? Should we say no and recommit to what we're currently doing? Both are activating. Okay, we're going to get out of maybe. Both are activating. Which one will make you more of who you are? A lot of times when we're making decisions, we try to decide which option will make us the happiest, which one will make us happier. And I think you need to remember that happiness is a skill that is separate from your decisions. You can be happy if you stay the same, and you can be happy if you change. So people will say to me, well, why should I sign up for coach training? Why should I become a life coach if I can just be just as happy not doing it? And my answer is always because of the growth, because of the strength, because of the new version of yourself, because of the variety, because of the contribution you'll make, of the people you'll be able to help.
Hello, I'm Stephanie. I'm the director here at the Coach Certification Program at the Life Coach School. And I would say you are completely different from when you start the program to when you end, because when you take all these tools and you apply them to learn how to coach others, what you find is that your life transforms.
I will always be so thankful to myself for doing that. I learned about my brain. I became an entrepreneur. I get to coach all day for money. It's like a dream come true. There's something about being freaked out that prevents us from living our dreams. And there's something about the people around us being freaked out that prevents us from living our dreams. Now remember, the brain is freaked out by change. And that's not just your brain, it's all the people around you who are in your tribe. They want everything to stay the same. If it's in your heart, if that desire is in your heart, it's very important for you to commit that to yourself, to honor that for yourself, and to stand up for yourself against other people who would rather you stay the same. Have to commit to overcoming the obstacles, because what happens is you make the decision, your brain freaks out, and then you're like, oh my God, it's so hard. There's so many things and I'm failing and it's not working and I don't know if I'm good enough and all of that. The more decisions you make, the bigger life you're going to have. The more decisions you make, the better you get at overcoming doubt, confusion, fear, and worry. Those are the 4 things that will prevent you from moving forward.
When I decided that I was ready, I noticed that I like to play it safe. And that was, for me, it worked for a really long time. And I like to feel comfortable. And then at some point, I just didn't want to anymore. I wanted to question why was that a better option for me than to learn what I was capable of. Many times there's opportunities where I look and I'm like, no, this is the right decision for me. And then there's sometimes where I like to check in. Am I using that fear to stop me from growing? Or am I using that fear to just explode my possibilities?
So good, Stephanie. So I don't want you or any of you 3 years from now to say to me, well, all that doubt got the best of me, so I never even tried. I just doubted myself and whether I had the capacity. I compared myself to somebody's end. I compared my beginning to somebody's end and said, I couldn't do that. So make a decision. This is when you come into that process where you pick yes or no. And don't just go, oh, yes, or oh, no. Just be committed to it. This is what I'm going to decide to do. And then you take immediate action. So I want to offer to those of you who are ready to make this decision, you're ready to show up for our November class, you want to enroll, you're ready to commit, you're totally freaked out, that's part of it, totally worried that you're not going to be good at it, totally worried that you're going to fail, totally freaked out of where you're going to find the money, all of the things that are going on in your mind, I want to invite you to come anyway. I want to invite you to pursue that discomfort for the sake of your own dreams. First of all, you want to go to thelifecoachschool.com/certification. Make sure that you watch those videos. Those will answer a lot of your questions, but you're also more than welcome to set up a phone call with us so we can answer anything else that you have. The only thing I'm requesting is don't delay your decision. Do not stay in indecision. A no is a valid decision, so is a yes. I, of course, would love to have you join the school. I would love to have you become a life coach. I want to change the world with life coaching. We need you all to come on board so we can do that, so we can spread the message and the model to as many people as possible. Decide yes or no. If it's yes, I'm so excited to have you. It's such an honor to be your teacher. Ask yourself to be brave and to make the decision yes or no, and do it today.